Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Unnamed Podcast.
Podcast? Good content? Whoa. I finally found it after years of searching. Good content.
It's finally come.
Whoa. And what's your name, good sir?
Oh.
Who's giving me this good content?
My name is Midnight Genocide.
Whoa. And it's me, Corona Merchant.
The man, the myth, the legend himself.
Yeah. Trading time and wasting time. We're here.
We're ready.
Nice.
So, my good sir, what's the first thing we're going to talk about today?
The name of the podcast. Actually, I said a Jimmy Neutron mind blast right there.
Jimmy Neutron mind blast.
Yeah.
What's your idea?
Well, like, we could just be called Unnamed Podcast, and people send in suggestions for a good name.
Let's play at you, the audience, right now. Yes, how meta. You guys can send in.
Of our audience of a solid zero.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That's all good.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. It's just a work in progress. It will get done
Eventually, maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
Definitely.
Yeah. Don't pay in podcast school. They don't tell you, hey, we're ready to talk for a good hour, man.
Yeah.
But I'm ready. I'm prepared.
Damn it, Brock. Why didn't you teach us well enough?
Damn it, Brock. Leave the kids alone, please.
I was but a child. Damn it, Brock.
Please, I was but a child, bro. Please, why have you done this to me? God damn it, Brock. We're here. Podcasting. We've been prepping this for
months. It's always a win rate.
Well, it took 12 months a month and then zero prep when we first started.
All the good content has been we've been walking home.
Walking home and the hours where we should be working. No. We spent chatting shit and just chatting shit. Which I think most of this will be just us just chatting shit. About various topics and various people who we know. Exactly.
I guess you could talk to me about Homestuck and how it's so
let me talk about Homestuck. Listen, Homestuck's good, I swear. But it's also one big dumpster fire in terms of its fans. And I'm the king of that dumpster fire. I wear my crown of
standing on top of the dumpster, looking down at the rest of the trash.
Yeah. Homestuck's just good, man. The epilogue came out recently, which people hated. People hated the epilogue. Those people are borderline wrong and arguably brain dead. So many people, like on Twitter and stuff, like people were ready their hot takes, people went their hot takes were a bit too quick. The gun from that barrel as they fired nothing but blanks, nothing but firing blank hot takes that were all wrong. People were getting just super mad, so I finally got around to reading it because it's Homestuck content. It's been like 2 years because our guy Andrew Hussey, the hack himself. No, Hussey's cool, I swear, but please Hussey, please write more, please.
I'm looking through Twitter, and one of the first things that came was, the epilogue is incredibly complex and heavy read, many times more so than Homestuck itself. So please don't just blaze through it without taking breaks to digest what you just read. You'll all burn yourselves out and ruin the experience for yourselves. So people start to understand.
People are starting to get it. Like when it first came out, everyone, the people, I think it was like the people on the Homestuck team had like tweet out saying, if you don't like it, just like keep calm and not bully the content creators for this. I was reading to the replies and stuff, and people were just being like, "Oh, this is terrible. This is so horrible. Oh, Hussey, why have you done this to us?" And other such things. Like, I remember, I think it was like as it was just announced or it came out. Like people were legitimately there I've been like, yeah, for my mental well-being, I can't read this. How bad it is. I can't do that. Cowards. I was out in the trenches. Camping out there, reading through it, and God, it was actually really good. Like, maybe it's because how much people were shitting on it,
Yeah.
and how much I don't trust in the people's
majority.
opinions. Yeah, I was just like, I don't trust that. I'm gonna read it through myself. Oh, it was so good, man. It was honestly so good. For further context, the epilogue was in two parts. It was in it had a prologue page, which is a cool meme. You find out the main guy John's been depressed all this time, which I think is like one of the reasons people just hate the prologue, not the prologue, the epilogue.
Yeah.
Because no one's happy. No one's really happy. They only reached like a decent point, like near the end of them. But yeah, I think people really wanted just like a nice happy little ending. Everything's tied up. All those loose ends, neatly tied up. No, Hussey went frick that. Here's some good content to make you sad. And here it is. Here's my hot take. As our guy Dirk, there's this one Dirk line where he mentions hot takes, and he's like, "Yeah, my hot takes are just too hot. Like, something like how the atmosphere can handle it. Neither can my hot takes. It's goddamn stupid. As I was saying, it's like I kept going off there. Split into two parts. The meat and candy routes. Oh, they're so good, man. I haven't quite finished the candy one yet. I'm like 4 chapters away from finishing it. But goddamn, the meat one's a good meme. Goddamn, Dirk Strider's back at it, just flexing like the puppet master himself is puppeting everyone, and it's sick. It's such a good meme that it physically hurts me how people think it's bad because they don't get it, man. I think Hussey like clearly knows his audience and knows what will piss them off the most, and he just uses Dirk to do that for him, and it's sick.
Someone described the epilogue was not designed to hurt you; it's designed to make fun of you for liking Homestuck.
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's pretty true. There's like a lot of stuff. Yeah, Hussey like intentionally like buoys people out, and it makes the fans feel pain. Like the entire fight with Lord English in the meat route is just there to hurt you physically. Like, it was a brutal meme to describe that fight. Because it was just it's a lot to go into and not to unpack, depending on how much people like, know about Homestuck and stuff. But it was so good, man. After Act 6, I was happy. I was beyond happy with this. Goddamn Act 6. Don't get me started on Act 6. Act 6 will happen.
Every character gets ruined. Everyone's a little soy boy now. Everyone loses their core character traits.
Do Act 6 up?
It pains us, but we have to lay it upon our community.
Act 6 was how long was it total? It was like, was it 3? No, it might have been 3. I can't remember because I got into Homestuck right near its end. Like Act 6 wrapped up while I was midway through reading it. No, Homestuck itself finished while I was reading it. So I needed to go through any of the updates, any of the famous Gigapause, which was like a year-long hiatus. As a Berserk Hunter x Hunter fan, that's some casual shit. I'm gonna be honest, boys. That's it's a pretty weak source hiatus right there. But I finally got to Act 6, and I was like, cool. I can't see where they go with this. So you damn hackers, why you done this to me? Yeah, Axis is just a mess. Axis introduces uh goddamn four new kids, which is fine. Jane, Dirk, Roxy, and Jane. And apart from like Dirk and Roxy, they're the rest Jane and Jacob are shit beyond belief. I was thinking about this like day before this, how like all of them have like a sort of little moment, a good little moment for them. Jane has nothing. Jane's main moments are getting bullied, Caliborn calling her a fat bitch, and then doing some arguably rapey stuff. Whoa. That's some berserk stuff like that. But it's arguable, and yeah, and in, in the epilogue it gets worse. But it's a funny meme in the epilogue. Well, it's not, but it's actually good writing in the epilogue. In Act 6 though, so the Fame Four kids are all shit. Roxy's pretty shit as well. I'm not even going to support everyone. People like Roxy. She's fucking trash, bro. No, she's not as bad as Jake and Jane. Jake has one good moment, being up to see Hitler, which is just fun to see. Everyone, the whole scene is like, Jake the Caesar is like, damn, it's see Hitler. It's like Russian just beating her to the ground, and everyone just like looks on in horror, just being like, what the frick, man?
Why have we done this?
Why are you doing this? That's just like one good moment. Then he becomes like pure cuck. His it's just a shame. Jane is useless and does like to kind of punctuate Act 6. It's like a bunch of shit romantic melodrama between the four kids and that.
Oh no.
And it's shit. It's so bad. Dirk's the only good one because he's the only one with like pure depth. Like Dirk's whole thing is he just carries everyone. When they first get into the medium, it's he does it pretty much all by himself.
Yeah.
He's the only one who's just competent. Who has like character struggle with his like as the good old Prince of Hearts, his class aspect.
Yeah.
He has like his soul is I'm getting into dumb homes like compilation. he has pretty much like multiple versions of himself that he has to deal with. Like his like alternate universe self is Bro. And they we're never remembering Bro and they shit on Bro.
Oh no.
But that's cool. He has a lot of like cool struggles, especially with his AI he makes of himself. In his cool anime shades, because he's cool like that. It's cool. Dirk's cool. He has like the best moments. Probably his whole like Caliban interaction is sick. Yeah, and that's what's good about Act 6. Now that was bad about Act 6. Everyone's shit now. All the characters you like, all the original kids, shit. Trolls, no. There's 12 new trolls as well. Mistake. Why Hussey did this, I don't know. Maybe he just hates us. Maybe he hates himself. Probably both. But the 12 trolls are shit. The original 12 trolls are all kind of based on like internet. Well, loosely based on like internet, like stereotypes and stuff. Like Nepeta is like a furry role player and stuff.
No. Oh, the cursed words.
People really like Nepeta though. People are mad how like dirty Hussey did her. Which he did when our guy Gamzee, the man who's down with the clan, came in and just bam, void. It was so good. The trolls were cool. Some better than others. Some worse. Aerodin. Aerodin can die. Oh wait, he already did die. Dabs. So that's how he is. But the neutrals. The neutrals is dumb. Like Hussey explained it. I think not in the books, but like in an interview.
Yeah.
That the neutrals were. It was only going to be the two ones that get introduced in Act 6. But the names are so forgettable. The one that's like the Frisker one, and then Mina, the other one. C Hitler.
Yeah.
They're both pretty shit as well. And the kids are shit now as well. Like, John just physically hurts me. John just everything was like cool and kind of whimsical about John and all the kids. Just gonna get like thrown in the trash. Hussey just goes, yeah, John he like Con Air, that one Nick Cage movie. Not anymore. He hates that. Then like Jade becomes like even more useless. Like she had moments like Act 4, Act 5, Act 6 comes around. No. Time to become Grimbark Jade. Dumb. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. And it's a real shame because all of like Homesick up to that point, I think Homesick like peaked in like Act 5. It's when like everyone was getting into it because like the trolls were around. And trolls were cool.
Yeah.
Then like the stuff with the game happened.
Oh no.
Where Hussey got in some terms was like cucked by the guys he was paying to do that. And then it had the year-long hiatus, comes back, Act 6 is just bad. And it's the longest act, and it just Homesick was like a grand cake, and Act 6 is like a shit cherry on top. I mean, it's just bad, man. It's just such a shame. I mean, maybe like later books, I'll be able to articulate better how much Act 6 is bad. I'll maybe have like notes for it and stuff, but just off the top of my head, it's just bad because characters get void out. Hussey doesn't even like draw like. Well, near the end, he doesn't draw it as much. I guess like Gaslights do so, which some people likes. I don't mind it, but Hussey, please just do content. It's just bad. There's a lot more like goes into it. Like, what makes something look good is kind of like the continual mystery around like the game they play, as well as that just the characters which are just good and the dialogue between them which is just solid.
Yeah.
And X doesn't have that. It doesn't have the mystery. Most dialogues are shit. Like a few exceptions. It's just bad, man.
Into retconning powers.
No,
it's just all removed. All 3 years of it. It was 3 years. It was 3 years to the day as well. Oh, god damn it.
Hussey, why have you done this to me? Yeah, the retcon stuff was Hussey kind of like, I guess, wrote stuff into a corner and just retcon the entire thing, so most of Act 6 just isn't worth reading, so you can just skip it, which isn't really advised. I recommend reading through it though, just to like get how bad it is.
Feel the pain just like everyone else is.
Right. Yeah, it's feel like, please feel it, please. No one gets it, man. Then the epilogue's coming out. The epilogue's actually pretty sick, as I said before. The epilogue's just cool. It's just good home stuff. It's good. It's well written. The dialogue's good. Dave's whole interaction with Barack Obama is on point. Dave's Barack Obama. That's most. It's sick. It's good. It's so good.
Because the ghost of Barack Obama appears. He's
Dave's
hero.
And he's here. Yeah, the epilogue's just good. It's just a good little meme. I need to write some promos so I can better see how good it is. But it's fine. It's just a good little meme. Yeah, good old Homestuck. It's too good. Maybe we'll I don't know, read it through for the podcast and stuff.
Yeah, we do it as a separate thing where we just go through Homestuck, just read through Homestuck.
Just read through the entire that'd be fun. I'd enjoy it.
And we can just chat shit about it while we're reading. It's like, what a good meme.
What a good meme, and I'll be like, remember how good Homestuck is? And then we'll get to Act 6 and I'll just cry. It's like, damn.
We'll just skip up.
No, we gotta go through me, and we gotta read that, gotta read the epilogue.
We just meme the epilogue.
Gotta read Problem Sleep. Problem Sleep is a good meme as well.
We should Problem Sleep first, and then we can go to the story. So we do it in order.
Yeah, because Problem Sleep is good, man. Problem Sleep is super good. Problem Sleep is it was such a good palette cleaner from after Act 6.
Yeah,
because it's just it's like the Homestuck S writing. It's a bit different to Homestuck because how else is formatted and everything. But it is just it's just solid throughout. It has one bad moment, I think, which everyone knows about, which is the goddamn fan thing, where we spend way too long on this dumb fan. It's not was it a joke? I can't remember. It was just they had to plug the fan in to do something, and then it took way too long. It was so pointless. It was good though.
Chances are he was just trolling us, and he knew how long it was going on for.
How's the issue? A little troll.
He's dunking on us.
In Homestuck, here's many moments where he just trolls the audience. The first fake out is a good little meme as well. It's all good, man. Homestuck's good. I swear. Homestuck's good.
So we're gonna move on a little bit to something a bit more close to home for us over here.
Yeah,
something to be
we can articulate better than me just rambling incoherently about Homestuck for a good 20 minutes.
We're gonna talk a little bit about our friend Harry, and how he cannot, for the life of him, form a story.
I like how that's how you introduce it. Our friend Harry. We're instantly here to chuck him under the bus. If you ever listen to this, there's no doubt in his mind he'll know who we're talking about.
We're pointing the finger, the big finger.
Oh, it seems like bullying.
Low-key bullying, but not actually high-key bullying.
Bullying. Oh, good old DM man Harry. No, I'm not going to arguably plagiarist man Harry.
Plagiarism Harry.
Plagiarist Harry.
Oh no. You should probably give some backstory on this.
Yeah.
So essentially, what happened is our guy Harry said he wanted to be a DM for some D&D.
Yeah.
Because he's a cool kid like that.
He's a cool.
We thought, that's a good idea because our guy Harry, he likes art. He's an artist. He's good at that sort of thing.
Yeah, he's a creative guy.
Yeah.
He's good at art. Well, that's his first phrase. That's me sneaking in.
That was dunking on him.
He said he would DM because the way we did it before is it was me, Connor, and our furry friend. The Wolfman. Our furry DM don't want to DM anymore. Naturally, because he doesn't want to be stuck as forever DM. So me and DM Harry, we're new to D&D. We're newish kids, and he's like, yeah, I'll run a campaign. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I got one to. I still got something right. I'll do one eventually. Harry, you go ahead. I'll give all the stage. No, Harry's campaign's fun, but my God, the writing.
There's no content. like there's some story now. At least he's starting to write an actual like plot, but no, like me and Corona Merchant, we were both we've got an idea that we'll just start questioning Harry, like
Yeah.
on like stuff that's happened
Oh,
or
wait,
like directly to
That
characters.
that
that
was further put up to this. I feel like Harry's first time DMing was this pre-written one.
yeah,
Even that wasn't the best, but I let it go. I was like, okay, it's first time. I also did like I done like a one shot before.
you did a couple one shots.
And a couple one shots. The first one wasn't too bad. Some like I got down the furry of our group did some questionable Bill Cosby shit, but we won't talk about that.
Well, not even like Bill Cosby shit. Just
Literally Bill Cosby shit. He attempted to do a little drugging on some women, which didn't quite fly. But yeah, but after that, Harry took up the ending,
Yeah.
and it was alright.
I think
It started off, I was like, it's fine. It's his first time.
yeah.
He'll get good at it.
He'll gradually get better, which he has. I'll give him that. He's
He's
gradually gotten better, but now we know he's starting to get bored with it as well. Because all we do is chat shit to him.
we're not bullies. We're not mean kids who bully our precious DM.
Oh, no.
We appreciate the DM, that work that goes into it, but there's a certain standard of work that goes into it that Harry did quite literally like misses by a couple miles.
Like we've had some like big breaks between like different sessions. Like we've been like, oh, we should probably do
The
a
longest
session.
was like what?
3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah. Harry wrote nothing, and he like during that session specifically, we spent like an hour just chatting because he needed to write stuff. Then we had a lunch break where we got pizza. But that was an hour as well, so that's 2 hours of Wayne doing nothing.
Yeah.
Harry still wrote nothing. He was just sat there on his laptop, just doing something.
Yeah, it's Harry's. I feel like I'm being mean here, but at the same time, it's like the way he. I feel it was super bad. Harry listens to this.
Don't come Harry.
Harry. Like I think Harry's good at like writing out fights and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's decent at like I guess loot. I guess.
Well, he's learned to balance loot now because to start with, he was given super overpowered items. Like I think he gave me like a flaming sword at one point, but he didn't realize like how rare that particular drop was.
And there was a time where he just like forgot about your items, and it's like,
oh no! Don't even get me started. We were partway through one of our sessions. We just started. I'm going through like my items and stuff because we're checking how many items like each of us had, like medical items. And I go, oh, I'll use this like particular item. I'm trying to think what it was. It's like oh no, it was like a rope or something, a rope of entanglement. I was like, oh, I'll use this because it's just a small idea. I was like, gonna entangle someone.
Yeah.
And Harry turns and looks at me like, I didn't give you that.
I didn't. It's written right here, Harry.
Yeah, I show him on my couch. He's like, did you put this down from like a previous campaign? And I'm looking at him, he's like, but what do you mean? And he's like, no, I've been writing down every single one, like the magical items. And at this point, I'm losing it a bit. My Jimmy's are getting a little bit of rustle.
I'm just there. I'm egging Harry. I'm like, oh boy, what's going on?
No. We told you to start writing the magical items down, and that was like 2-3 months into the campaign at this point.
Oh yeah, the campaign currently has been going on for
over a year now.
Over a year now, yeah. It's had like a couple month breaks in between,
yeah,
in which Harry hasn't written stuff.
I think we could probably summarize all that's happened in like 5 minutes, I think.
Oh yeah, easily, yeah.
So how did we start? We all came together.
We all came
Was
together.
it in a bar? It was in a bar this time.
Yeah, we all came together in a bar. Then we went to. We got told Harry expositioned us about this guy called the God Killer.
Oh yeah. We had to go to a temple place. We
Yeah,
had to go to the
which
temple.
came across like this wizard school. Wizard man was like, "Hey, the God Killer and shit, man." And we're like, "Yeah, man."
Apparently, this Harry's right. We got some exposition by the wizard guy. I was like, oh, the God Killer's actually like a good guy, but
We've only found it out fairly recently.
yeah. Apparently, there's like an evil god going around, and like the God Killer's gonna stop him. But all of us thought at the time, the God Killer's a bad guy. We clearly have to kill the God Killer. So that's the mindset all of our characters are in. And so
Yeah,
we're off to kill the God Killer.
it's like we go to his grave, find like a map there, something. A map. The whole campaign is pretty much finding the God Killer.
Yeah.
We do some stuff with our good old the Wolfman furry man party.
No, no.
He's a confirmed furry. I'm telling you now. He's
he should have put on cat ears at one point.
and he owns a tail.
He does own a tail.
That's basically furry.
Yeah. He says he's not a furry, but
Lies. I doubt that. I X doubt that right there. We go to see some of his like backstory stuff.
Yeah, it was like
Go
go
to
to character arc.
Yeah, go to dock. Go to this island.
Oh,
We've never been back there. But there's kind of just like a super powerful magic book there that we haven't got yet.
There's like impenetrable like stone that we can't get through to get the book. Even though clearly there are many ways that we could go and get it. We just not gonna lie, we just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
To go back and try to figure it out.
After that, we kind of just go back to town.
Oh, yeah.
Make ourselves a little fight club.
Oh, we bought shares in a pub that apparently had a fight club underneath it.
Yeah.
So we went and bought it. And then Furry Man decided, let's make some money off of this. So we've got a constant income.
And then well, this is still happening over like several months, by the way. So pretty much the three main events happened so far is we got together.
We went to the
found out the God Killer,
yeah,
and then went to an island and stuff there.
Yeah, and then we bought the pub.
Then bought the hub. After that, we
went to the town of Fucker, I think.
No, before that, we had some other stuff going on, which was
Train Realm boys.
Train
Realm.
Yeah, we had that little like side quest thing to like get some like a free like spell thing.
Oh, that me and Aiden were doing that. We decided, like, so we went to the wizard guy. And he was like, can you get me some scroll paper, like stuff for spells? And I'll like give you like one spell.
And we kind of did that.
So, we went off and did that. Me and Aiden decided, we're gonna get familiars. So we spent like a good half an hour trying to find items to like summon a familiar. I myself went for a fairy dragon, which is pretty cool. Let me tell you.
Let me think about some scaly shit like that. That's borderline scaly shit right
no, don't call me like this.
I'm sorry, we're Doctor and Harry now. We can't dunk each other.
So essentially, what it is, there's this place in D&D called I don't remember. Oh damn it. What is it? It's some like primordial forest basically where the elves came from. So it's a creature from the Fae. It's basically a dragon from the Fae, and what it's good at, like trickery, like luring people places, that sort of thing. And it has several spells to like accommodate for this. And as it gradually gets older,
some trap type shit there. This fallen kid.
No.
man.
I swear my dragon's not a trap. Please.
Please, man. Please.
It's not even a big dragon. It's like you could like stand on your shoulder quite easily. As it gets older, it gets gradually more powerful spells, and it will change color depending on how old it is. And I think Aiden. Oh, what did he even go for? He hasn't used his familiar in ages, so I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like
it might have just been a horse, to be fair.
like Ferryman said, just like has his like tiger.
When did he even get Tony to summon it or something?
Yeah, and it wasn't. You didn't even call it Tony. Like, what's wrong with you?
What's the point?
What's the if you're not even a tiger, Tony? Basically, they should end. It's done that point. Then we had the train rail. No, even before that, we had the what I would call the filler session, the one where Harry didn't write anything, and then we had to.
Yeah.
That was.
So what was it? You ended up talking to him about what if there was a train realm?
Oh no!
And like two separate ideas, like train realm and like a gladiatorial.
So
arena.
yeah, just on like the side quest stuff and the filler thing, I was the filler one. It was. I didn't quite like that section. to say it lightly. And I was talking to Harry about stuff with the campaign, and I was like, you know, what if they're like on the way to like some sort of stuff that we do some cool like side quest stuff like a you know like a murder mystery on the train or like some like gladiator arena. Harry next session combined my two ideas into like a kind of train dungeon.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
We got invited by some guy
called the conductor.
Yeah, to go to some place like it was like at some point in time burn like the scroll.
Yeah, it was
and
like
you'd all get transported.
There. Yeah, there was two problems with this. One, Harry hadn't written backstory or like a personality for the conductor. My character went so far as to like research him and found nothing.
Yeah.
The second problem was the location. Harry hadn't thought about the like map location for this, so it technically never existed. So when we got to the end of it, and we were like, "Yeah, where in the world is this?" Harry was like, "I don't know," and we just went, "All right, then it's train realm." As a little meme, Harry was like, "Yeah, it's train realm." We were like, "Oh, okay."
Like, oh no,
it's train realm, and
I think the whole like little arc, like dungeon arc, it was over 2 sessions because we got halfway and that Harry literally went, "Oh, I haven't written any more." So, I didn't think you would get this far, so we had to end it there. And then it was the next session we finished it. Mostly because most of the time we were like messing around with stuff just to like make it last longer.
Like I kept asking about because at this point we're like around about like a year-ish into it.
Yeah.
And me and Connor kind of already caught onto the fact that well, I think everyone has that Harry hasn't really. There's no real world in the campaign.
I think the way we sort of explained it was, so we see like certain places like we can see like the pub because we've been there quite a bit, and we're looking around the world and all we just see is white. There's just nothingness, and just like little splodges of where we've been. And then, as our characters are walking around, we're just walking around in nothingness until we get to the location. It's like a loading screen.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just we've been over this many times, but it's like Harry's a creative guy. He does art at
A level.
Yeah. So naturally, he should have that sick imagination. But like anytime he has to describe anything, it's always like
it's
just a
stone
room.
wall.
It's stone wall. It's you walk into the room. What's the room like, Harry?
It's a room.
It's a room. It's roomy. It's got stone and stuff. Nice. And in like D&D, a game which like requires like
A lot of imagination.
emotion, so you can feel it like into it. So your immersion is on point.
A lot of it's like your own like perception of what's going on.
Yeah,
But when you have no detail about anything that's going on
It's
at
kind of
any point in
feels-
time, you kind of get a bit bored after
it's
a
kind of
while.
like in an RPG, like say Pokemon. Take like everything out of it, strip it of like all the lore, all like the locations, take away the artwork and everything, and it's just like broken down into just like you just like hitting some pixels and some numbers like go down.
Yeah.
That's not quite as fun as you getting into basically dogfights with your pets and going around and beating up gangsters and stuff and cool stuff like that. And that sounds cool, but when you strip it down, just like you're just going to locations, beating stuff up, and then here's some money.
Harry's playing Destiny 2 too much.
That's the theory. That's the game theory.
That's the
right?
running theory.
That's the game running
He's
theory.
always playing
It's-
Destiny 2, so he never writes anything.
Which-
Like a little scrub tier boy.
We have on good authority that's probably right.
we have information that leads us to believe that Harry's just a little scrub tier boy. He just plays. He's a little hype chasing boy, and he plays Destiny 2 all the time.
It seems like pure bullying. Welcome just like roasting our DM here.
Roasting our DM for the last 12 minutes to like 20 minutes.
Because all the, like Harry's like despite his lack of lore, lack of maps, lack of NPCs, lack of locations,
So NPCs have
lack of
no backstory. We know
Lack of
like
backstory.
3 or 4 locations
lack
for
of
Denver.
character.
There's no history to the world. There are no organizations. There are no.
Lack of well-written story.
There's no consequence to anything we do
Lack of bad
whatsoever.
guys. Lack of a lot of things. Isn't too bad. I think what kind of helps it is that we just like meme it. with, like a lot of it is us filling in the gaps. Like but then the whole James North thing is like a prime example of like Harry's DMing style.
Oh, asking questions.
Asking questions
Like,
and then getting like I don't know. Like so we meet this NPC called James North, who's like is guarding this portal to this other realm.
It's the Shadowfell.
Yeah. And naturally, a guy doing that, he must be an interesting guy. He must have a reason for being here.
It's like, I think what he told us, I was here to like stop people going into the Shadowfell because like me and a group of friends, we went into the Shadowfell. I'm like, I don't want anyone else to go in.
Yeah.
That's basically what he said. So we asked him for, what happened to your friends? He's just like,
Don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember.
What happened? When are you from? Like,
I don't know.
Roughly when? Don't know. Do you come from a famous family?
I don't know.
What kind of armor is James wearing? Is it like some historical armor? No, it's just like standard leather armor. Oh, all right. Yeah, it's just, and we're not we're not being intentionally super mean, but it's just how it is. It's like when you take away that like opportunity for like some sick imaginations.
It could have been so good. Like I was pretty hyped.
Yeah, when you just take it all away from that, it just becomes like it just becomes kind of this bare bone thing where you're just like
It's like we're just going places just to beat people up. That's
basically
literally what's happening.
there's no real reason for it. Like the whole town of Fucker was the town's called Fucker because we asked Harry the name of it and he made it up on the spot. So
I think I was like, and one of us said like, fucker, and it just became the name.
yeah, the town of Fucker was
There's a little murder mystery that
it was
we dealt with in about 3 seconds.
It was a murder mystery that we made up. That me and Aiden made up. Mostly me is jumping to just trying to like squeeze some content.
There's one guy who like his family died.
Yeah, I asked him about because Harry once again I knew he hadn't read anything from the guy, so I started asking questions. Because now my personal favorite mini game in our campaign is just like asking Harry questions that he doesn't know the answer to because he just hasn't written about it. Like.
We've made a pact at this point just to ask Harry questions about everything at every point in time we can.
To like force him to like think, to force him to squeeze out some creative juices in order to like liven up the world a bit. So I asked this shopkeeper about about the town, the history. Harry doesn't. There isn't much history to the town. But I asked about his family and stuff. He says how they're all dead and how like all his kids died.
So his wife and kids were like killed or something.
He just said they fell off. They died. He said his arguments were like that they like fell off the tree because it's a tree village. And I just went, oh, all right, the mayor did it. And I was like, no,
I think. You might have gone. Oh, the mayor clearly did it.
Yeah, so I was like, the mayor clearly did it. Boys.
You and Aiden went up to like see the mayor.
We went to interrogate the mayor, and Harry described him as sweating because of it, and I went, He's clearly lying. He's clearly guilty. So we ran up with the other boys to like get the mayor.
You ran back to me and Seb. Seb, you say to Seb like, oh, the mayor's killing kids.
Yeah, the mayor's killing kids.
So
it's all based around
what a normal human being would do? Go up and beat him up. No, Seb goes up to the mayor, grabs him, holds him off the side of the tree, and drops him off the side.
Yeah, Seb goes full Batman. But like Batman, if he was just shit at his job, and his job drops him, so this innocent mayor has just died. So there isn't much repercussions from it apart from like some mild like alignment changes.
I think Seb's alignment has changed. He's like chaotic good.
I like willingly changed mine, so I was like, my character was bad about this.
I'm pretty sure I was like always chaotic good, just because. Yeah. I know how to play the game, and I can do it with like nothing changes for my characters. Oh, I'm chaotic good. I have my own like set of rules that I follow, so I'll do what the hell I want.
Yeah,
so it's like chaotic but neutral but light. Is what it is.
I think like describe Harry's campaign. Harry's campaign is like it's like the Act 6 of D&D. Like full of potential, but oh damn, you dropped the ball.
So I think at the moment. We've gone from fucker because I went down to like where the mayor was dropped, and I saw some like glowing roots. I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. So we started following the roots. We come across a well. This is where some spicy stuff happens, like some spicy content that Harry had no hand in doing whatsoever. So Seb, the furry guy, decides, oh, do you know what's going to be cool? I'm going to jump in the glowing well. With my full suit of plate armor on. So that's exactly what he does. And he sinks to the bottom and dies. And at the same time, Aiden decides, this looks like a wishing well. So he like flicks a coin into the well and says, I hope like Seb dies peacefully. And because
very conditional wish there.
It was very conditional. So what happened was Seb became immortal. Until he's like he dies peacefully.
Yeah, but that's technically if he dies like in a horrible way, that's not peaceful dying. So
he just comes back to life. Like we retconned it a little bit. Harry's basically said now is like if he died, he comes back like 2 days later.
Seb was mad about it. And he was like, "This is bullshit. This is such bullshit." And we're just like, "Well, you're immortal, so deal with it now."
So it's fun. Then we moved on from there, and we went to the like graveyard. We found like a graveyard, like a big like pillar in the middle of it. So we get to the graveyard, but the zombies show up for some reason. It's like a horde of zombies. So we kill all the zombies.
Yeah.
Me and Seb start going down into like the catacombs, and just undead beholders showed up. So we were like, oh cool. So we kill that as well.
I did nothing. I stood by the tree and just waited.
So I think Aiden did the most in that fight because he kept spamming Fireball, which is an AoE like fire spell. So he killed all the zombies. We start going down to the catacombs. We get to a certain point where we find like a load of like graves in the wall basically.
Yeah.
And we start asking, like me and Matt start asking, oh, what are the names?
Yeah, what are the names of these guys? What's gonna?
I don't
I
know.
don't know, man. Like any lore questions that we might have, any histories of the world, doesn't
No.
exist.
I ended up finding a shield. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I did what any sane man would do, and I decided I'd skate down the stairs on the shield. That was so
some Legolas type stuff.
yeah. I started skating down with Matt. I'm pretty sure. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
yeah.
you were with me. So we're skating down. You're getting like dragged behind or something. We're skating down. There's a ramp with like a spike pit.
Which we dodge.
We would go like easy
do it,
peasy.
boys.
And then Indiana Jones style, like a boulder comes down from the sea and starts rolling after us. So we're skating down like some proper chads.
some pure skater bros. Just skating with shields.
Skating down. We get to the end. We hop over a like a pit. We land on the other side, easy peasy.
Fight some spiders. Well, that's happening later.
This is a bit later.
Just a little bit.
Boulder blocks up the hole. The other guys get over. We move on. Then I think that we do like some exploring. We find some stuff. It's like
Harry describes some rooms.
It's very roomy. Doesn't he
It's
he describes one of the rooms as roomy ones?
Yeah, he describes his room and like Harry. That's some great description right there.
You called out. I was like, well, that's a nice
No,
description.
Aiden also was like boring him out for that. And then we get into like fight some spiders.
You start eating spiders.
Yeah, I eat some spiders because I can. Because at this point, my level of carry has gone down considerably since the start of the campaign. Since
You start with your bud character just wants to like spread joy to the world, giving everyone.
I just want to get some
mixtape.
fans now. I just want to get I want to be a famous boy. Harry started quite good with that, with the whole fan thing, and then kind of like buoyed me out of it but it's like.
It's like a stagnant number. It
Yeah.
only goes up when Chrome like actively goes and like tries to talk to people.
Yeah, but I quite literally said to all my fans, yeah, spread the word.
No,
And Harry did at one point like passively raise it up, but afterwards now, no, solid number, nice. So now I've just like added in the thing where if like, because I don't think much else to spice we can do. So I'm like, yeah, once he reaches 1,000, he's gonna become a drug addict, and just do that. And
he's going to descend.
Yeah.
He's going to do some like big rock star.
Drug antics. Or if I just like, no one high fives me during any point in time, drug addict time. Instantly. Yeah, isn't. And then, and then we met James North, and then got into the.
Then we've literally only just gotten into the Shadowfell.
Yeah, it's
I remember.
It's like a mix of fun and frustrating. Because on the one hand, it's like fun because we were all memeing. On the other hand, it's like
Harry's good at like the fights and stuff, but he's not great at, like the overall story because nothing's happened really.
Yeah,
it's just the
pretty sick of hitting people, but sort of was like, nah, you gotta kill some more people, bro. And I was like, nah,
You
I'm
sort of
cool,
got gradually more powerful the more people you defeated.
yeah, and it was cool. Like, that damn furry went like,
I think
like
it might have been. No, it wasn't that one. It was the one afterwards. Was that one? It ended. Like everyone died except for your character. Because
yeah,
he was one of the cult boys.
yeah. I joined a cult right at the start because I was like this kid. Um, that kid was fun though. Like, it had lore. Like, we had a cool little session 0. Got into the lore, had us map the world.
The world had like a backstory, and he, ferryman, like
Yeah, and it carried on. Knockout's moment. And then we were doing all the stuff,
was it?
and then we did all the stuff in the village, and then like uh demon northern bit.
I think in that first one, it was like there's like demons up,
and we were
up
gonna
there,
go there and stuff.
and then there's a separate island where all the tiefling
Yeah.
and the dragonborn were sent because they're like subhuman.
Yeah,
So my character would be like Way of the Shadow.
Mm.
So he's a little teleport. See what it was like, really. He like snuck onto the mainland, and then he came up and he.
and then it was cool. I really liked the first campaign, and then we got like DM
DM, quote unquote DM.
DM Harry joined.
That one went on for a little bit.
Yeah, and then you died, and that was the big sad.
The character I was at the time because I didn't like him very much.
Yeah.
So I just got annoyed with playing him, so I killed.
First campaign, we went into this like we were forced to fight in this little like I really like the first campaign though. Like I remember a lot of it like super clearly. In the second campaign, just like characters I liked it in like and go with anime and someone's weeping out.
No.
The character. You didn't like outright copy it.
It was
like a
changed.
scene.
It was changed enough to make it really.
but he's able to like act like he has like emotions. And he's constantly smiling. And the thing is like, it's like the edgy line where it's like, it's not edgy. It's a cool moment. It's pretty sick. Grimlo's cool, man. But it's like he's like, yeah, the hardest thing I'd learn sort of smuzz. He's smiling all the time. It's like, oh shit,
figure out from there. So we're like, oh, let's just like walk into the front door. So it's like a little room. So we walk in, and we're like, cool. Let's like look around.
No, the one shot's going fine at this point. The one shot's going.
Like very well. I was enjoying it.
I was enjoying it. Nice that damn furry derailing or goddamn Aiden derailing. It was just solid. Got Stanley.
We're all interested in
stuff.
this. We're all like, oh, I
Yeah,
want to see what this
everyone was
story is.
invested. It was a good time. I thoroughly enjoyed that. The second one though, the second one was Yeah, it's like there's there's like a clear kind of like way about things. There's still like options to do stuff,
Hmm.
but then you go and take like the worst option.